Dear students, as I have always advised, you must read newspaper very seriously, especially if you are a student of PSIR. Otherwise also, if I have to define UPSC in one word, I will say dynamism. So today, as I was going through Indian Express, I thought, why not discuss the main themes in the paper, which I feel is must read for any student of international relations. So this is Indian Express of January 1st, and the news which is very important, that news is our foreign minister's visit to Bangladesh. You all know that from August 2024, India-Bangladesh relations are in turbulence, and it would not be wrong if I say that how India will deal with Bangladesh is going to be the test of India's foreign policy. Bangladesh is our unique neighbor in the sense the Bangladesh is a country within our country. It's a strategic location, first of all, in Bay of Bengal. Second, adjacent to India's chicken neck, make it all the more important to keep the watch on each and every development that is happening between India and Bangladesh. In my views, dealing with Bangladesh is a bigger challenge than dealing with Pakistan. The reason being the porous border. And just bring back to your mind, it is a country within our country. So, what is the new? The new is our foreign minister's visit to attend the funeral of the former Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Khalida Zia. Despite we all know that between the two political dispensations in Bangladesh, first Awami League and the second Bangladesh Nationalist Party, Bangladesh track record with India under BNP is not only bad, it has been troublesome, and it has been means BNP has been in alliance with Jamaat-e-Islami, which has been very strongly anti-Indian in its approach and has inclination went towards Pakistan. So symbolism is important here. Foreign minister visiting to attend the funeral and given letter of condolence on behalf of Prime Minister Modi. And if you see the letter of condolence, it not only talks about the contribution of Khalida Zia and a wishful thinking that upcoming India-Bangladesh relations will be guided by her vision. What does that show? So for long, there has been an impression that the major flaw of India's foreign policy in Bangladesh has been we have been very selective, we have been very choosy, we have pushed all eggs in one basket, that is of Sheikh Hasina's basket. So now India is trying to fill these strategic gaps which were there intentionally or unintentionally. How far this is going to be productive is yet to be seen, because from my perspective, the current tensions between India and Bangladesh are not just bilateral. We have to go beyond bilateralism to understand the complexity of the present geopolitics. We are at the stage in the evolution of the world order where China is registering itself as a new superpower. US is at back foot, and as held by various geopolitical scholars, the centuries, the scholars, that the destiny of the world politics will be written on the waters of Indian Ocean. So I don't take this theory that the basic reason we are suffering is because we have put all eggs in Hasina's basket. But definitely optics matter. And yes, if India is extending or is India is engaging with the son of former BNP leader, it can be seen as a balancing act. Now, the second thing that is important in this letter is it is not just addressed to the family or to the political class. It also mentions about the people of Bangladesh. It talks about their role, their contribution in the nation building, because since the inception of Bangladesh, people-to-people contact has been one of the pillars of India and Bangladesh relations. The news reporting also tells us about the first meeting between the foreign minister and the leader of Pakistan. Now, what else? The news is informing, or what else? The news also tells us about the other dignitaries with which S. Jaishankar has met. So, keeping these things in mind, you must read this particular news. I will read some important lines that can make the things clearer. So, this particular news, Khalida Zia's funeral, and here you should pay attention to some of the important things. For example, External Affairs Minister met Mr. Tariq Rahman. And who is Mr. Tariq Rahman? The son of former Bangladesh Prime Minister Khalida Zia. So it can be seen as a shift. We have seen two shifts. We have seen one shift between India and Afghanistan also, because we have upgraded our engagement with Taliban. So now this is the next shift. And any serious student of international relations should keep on watching. Now, what I was mentioning is the letter, and the letter says, Prime Minister Modi's message: I warmly recall my meeting and discussions with Begum Sahiba in Dhaka in June 2015. She was the leader of rare resolve and conviction and had the distinction of being first women Prime Minister of Bangladesh. So, letter of appreciation and recognition for the party which is known for its anti-India rhetoric. There is a lot to deconstruct. Now, the second point which I was mentioning, and I would like to read from the paper, Prime Minister Modi also wrote, my thoughts are also with the people of Bangladesh who have shown remarkable strength and dignity throughout their history. So, whether it is Bangladesh or Afghanistan, we have always emphasized on maintaining good relations with the people, because leaders may come and go, foreign countries may come or go, but it's the people who are going to remain there. This has been the heart and soul of India's engagement with Afghanistan, and this is also the heart and soul of India's renewed engagements with Bangladesh. And I think that is a good approach, that is the right approach, because we cannot afford to leave Bangladesh altogether. In the news itself, it is mentioned, and you should take note of this fact, that Prime Minister's letter and S. Jaishankar's visit should be seen as a strategic outreach to the new leadership. Now, besides Mr. Rahman, S. Jaishankar also met other top leadership of BNP, interacted with the interim government's law advisor Asif Nazrun and National Security Advisor Khalilur Rahman. Now, there is an information that significantly our foreign minister could not meet the chief advisor of the interim government, Muhammad Yunus. And a fact which you should not ignore is that Muhammad Yunus met Pakistani Speaker of a National Assembly, Sardar Ayaz Sadiq, and Nepal's Foreign Minister, Bal Nanda Sharma. And this news article also tells that S. Jaishankar is one of the 6 foreign dignitaries which attended. Now, let me deconstruct the message of Prime Minister Modi, because Bangladesh is going to have elections from 12th February 2026, and it was the bare minimum expected from India to restart the engagement and to build climate of trust between government of India and people of Bangladesh. Now, what else you should keep watch? The article also tells that Begum Khalida Zia led government between 2001 and 2006 in Bangladesh, and the relations were actually quite bad. And then Sheikh Hasina came to power in 2008. And since then, we have seen improvement in the relationship. And it was not that there was no interaction. When in 2014, Sushma Swaraj visited, she met Sheikh Hasina. In 2015, Prime Minister Modi during his visit also. The article also tells about that in 2014 itself, India's foreign minister, late Sushma Swaraj, met Khalida Zia. Then Prime Minister Modi also had an engagement in 2015 when he traveled to Dhaka. So these are certain facts. You can think about it. Besides, it is also important that you keep beside the conclusion. The conclusion is very important of this article, that Jaishankar's visit marks a significant outreach event when fingers are crossed in Delhi until the February elections.